Huh, I feel really bored just sitting here. What could I do? Well, I can play on my computer in case I get bored. Well, what do we have here? Hey, are those villains doing all that bad stuff? Did anxiety just kick out Riley's old and useful emotions? How dare she so much, huh? Hal Stewart, he became a superhero, who just turned evil from multiple rejections, decided to destroy the city. He prefers to be dubbed Titan. He's such a villain. What? Is that Chef Skinner from Ratatouille? Did he just spy on Alfredo Linguini? Because he's got a rat under his toga? He even tried to kill a rat. That's animal cruelty. Oh my god, Dr. Eggman. Look at him, he's been trying to kill Sonic. Not only that, he's the villain on every game he is in. Unacceptable. Well, next up, we have Plankton. He's been making threats against his rival Eugene Krabs. He's even been trying to swipe his secret formula. Well, he did get arrested a lot. Gasp. Vicky. Timmy Turner's and Chloe Carmichael's big enemy. Vicky should be charged with attempted murder, child abuse and gross negligence. How dare she abuse them that way? Oh my god, Denzel Crocker. He's so ugly. His ear is behind his neck. That's not even close, normal. He's also been trying to kill Timmy Turner. But Timmy's parents don't care? Ouch. Well, Charles Muntz, he's the one trying to kill a rare and non-existent bird. But Carl and Russell stopped him in time. But he did tie Russell to a chair. How abusive. Oh, and Bowser, he's worse than Dr. Eggman. He's clearly uglier than Denzel Crocker. He's been trying to kill Mario and Luigi just so he can forcefully marry Peach. Hey, bring me a police officer right now.
Yes sir, how can I help you sir?
I would like you and the other officers to arrest the following villains: Anxiety, Hal Stewart, Chef Skinner, Dr. Eggman, Plankton, Vicky, Denzel Crocker, Charles Muntz, and last but not the least, but the ugliest, Bowser. They've earned a lot of charges earlier though. Go now.
I think I know what you mean. I've checked through all the charges for those villains. I let the other officers know. We'll be back.
Well, it's time for me to have some lunch at McDonald's. I wonder what I should have for McDonald's.
Actually, Anxiety, you're under arrest.
What? What am I being arrested for? I didn't do anything wrong, see?
You made Riley a bad person. She was forced to ditch Bree and Grace. She woke up out of bed, and opened the red file, finding out she was not ready. You also tricked Riley too.
Well, I did all that because I was too scared to hear if Riley would look cool.
Looking cool has nothing to do with what you did and how that got you in trouble in the first place. So stop making excuses. Let's get in the police car.
So Roxanne, what are you thinking about?
Well, Hal, I'm thinking about having a date with Bernard. I've been working with you long enough. And by the way, I'm glad you're not upset.
Why would I be upset? I've learned that I can't force anyone to fall in love with me. That's like forcing girls to kiss a clown.
I'm glad that you've figured out how wrong it is to force me to fall for your loving antics.
Hey! What's going on? Who's touching me?
Hal Stewart, you're under arrest.
Excuse me, officer, what is he arrested for?
He is arrested for mass murder, public endangerment, usurpation, assault and battery, stalking, theft, terrorism, mass property damage, kidnapping, and attempted papilicide.
Roxanne. What's going on?
Bernard, I just saw an officer arresting Hal for multiple crimes when he was a superhero. Weird, right?
I think we would have to see the judge for this. Maybe he's gotta ask us to bail him out of jail.
Well, looks like I'm the first person here. Well, it's time to open the restaurant. Hey, who's grabbing me?
Mr. Skinner, you're under arrest for animal cruelty, abuse of power, attempted theft, attempted sabotage, assault and battery, kidnapping and non-consensual deoxyribonucleic acid.
What are you talking about? I've never done anything like that. And what do you mean, deoxyribonucleic acid? That's DNA.
Sir, I'm not gonna answer your question. Because I'm not gonna waste time arguing with you. Let's go.
Look Bowser, I've made this plan to destroy Mario and Sonic. See the red dots? Those are the victims to kill.
Oh look, I've put guns and bombs to destroy them. This'll be good.
Freeze Eggman and Bowser.
Great. Now I must sneak to Mr. Krabs' restaurant and snatch his secret formula without getting caught. Not so fast, Plankton. You're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back. Hey, stop running. Stop right there now. What am I arrested for? Plankton, you're being charged with attempted universal domination, murder, mass kidnapping, abuse of power, harassment, gross negligence, and enforced cannibalism. You're going to the court trial along with 8 other villains.
Oh my god, look at you two. You both seriously need some lessons to learn at school. 6 7
6 7 6 7 6 7 6 7 6 7. Timmy and Chloe looking like a fool. They should be thrown into a big-ass pool.
Vicky and Denzel Crocker. You two are under arrest.
For what? What have I done, and what has Crocker done?
Vicky, you're being charged with child abuse, attempted murder, torture, harassment, vandalism, starvation, animal cruelty, and illegal use of weapons.
And Mr. Crocker is being charged with world domination, enslavement, theft, harassment, torture, child abuse, mass kidnapping, vandalism, and invasion.
Let's go right now.
Good day, officer. How can I help you?
Are you Charles Muntz?
Yes, I am. Why do you ask?
You're under arrest for serial murder, arson, gross negligence, death threats, kidnapping, animal cruelty, assault and battery. Turn around.
This is unethical. I can't believe you're doing this.
Stop talking and start walking.
Good morning, Mr. Harrison.
Good morning, Officer Grayson. Did you bring all 9 of the villains?
Yes, we've all just arrested Anxiety from Inside Out 2, Hal Stewart from Megamind, Chef Skinner from Ratatouille, Plankton from SpongeBob, Vicky and Crocker from Fairly OddParents. Charles Muntz from Pixar Up, Bowser, and Dr. Eggman. We'll bring them in right now.
Hey, what is going on? Why is the judge mad at us?
I should be recording the news reporter explaining the news.
And I should be opening the restaurant. Linguini and Colette are gonna wonder where I am.
Enough talking, all of you. You 3 and the other 6 villains are brought here because of your actions. And now, it's about time to hand out the consequences. Anxiety, you are convicted of false imprisonment, kidnapping, trespassing, manipulation and deception. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, as you see, since Riley turned 13, we were added to headquarters. We've kicked out the old emotions because we assumed Riley doesn't need them anymore. Joy doesn't need her. I did all that because Joy was making Riley a complete fool out of herself. She deserved all of that.
That was the stupidest thing you ever did. You kicked out Joy and her friends because you corrupted Riley. You snatched Riley's good self and threw it all the way to the dump. You should realize that you're putting too much pressure on her. She almost had a heart attack, and she could have died from that. You should be charged with attempted murder. Hal Stewart, you are convicted of mass murder, public endangerment, usurpation, assault and battery, stalking, theft, terrorism, mass property damage and kidnapping. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I've been trying to woo Roxanne Ritchie. But instead, it never worked. She decides to love Bernard over me, which turned out to be Megamind. I became a superhero to impress Roxanne, but she still didn't like me, so that's why I attempted to destroy Megamind for tricking me, and Roxanne for not liking me.
How? Are you kidding me? That's how you became a villain? You, Megamind and Roxanne remind me of Beauty and the Beast Gaston. You've been trying to get Roxanne to love you. How? You are clearly the worst person ever. Megamind only tricked you and Roxanne to make you a hero, but instead, you decide to turn evil for feeling rejected. Shame on you. Chef Skinner, you're convicted of animal cruelty, abuse of power, attempted theft, attempted sabotage, assault and battery, kidnapping and non-consensual deoxyribonucleic acid. What do you have to say for this matter?
Fine, I admit. Linguini brought a rat to my restaurant. I asked him to kill it, but instead, the rat uses him as a puppet of some sort. Afterwards, I've sent the health inspector.
What you're not understanding is that Linguini needed Remy, otherwise he could lose his job. You don't want to see him get fired. Oh, wait, you do. Because you'd like to do that. You've been very abusive towards him and the others. You've been attempting to kill animals in a very cruel way. You're clearly the most abusive man ever. Shame on you. Now, I call Joy from inside out to the stand.
Anxiety. I can't believe you would kick us out from headquarters and falsely put us to Riley's secret vault. Seriously, you just need to admit that Riley needs us too. You're mentally sick in the head. I hope Riley removes you from headquarters. I ask the judge to give you prison time until nostalgia is allowed in headquarters. That's all I have to say, Your Honor.
Now to call Megamind to the stand.
Oh my god, Hal Stewart, I can't believe you would destroy Metro City just because Roxanne doesn't want to love you. That's not how love works. Seriously, I would fix the damage, but I did make a big mistake making you a hero. I wish you were never a hero to begin with. You ought to be ashamed for destruction of Metro City. What is wrong with you? You're supposed to be a hero, who saves the city from ruin, not ruin the city yourself and act like a supervillain. No wonder Roxanne thinks you're such a waste of breath. I hope Hal is removed from his job as a cameraman and gets life in prison with no chances of parole. That's all I have to say, Your Honor. And Roxanne, hope you can forgive me. I bet they're all guilty.
Megamind is right. Since I adjudicate you all guilty, let's go through the sentencing. Anxiety for false imprisonment, kidnapping, trespassing, manipulation and deception. You are sentenced to 6 years in the detention center, and 4 years of probation. Hal Stewart, for mass murder, public endangerment, usurpation, assault and battery, stalking, theft, terrorism, mass property damage, kidnapping and attempted populicide. You are sentenced to 7 years and 6 months in detention center, and 3 years of probation. And Skinner, for animal cruelty, abuse of power, attempted theft, attempted sabotage, assault and battery, kidnapping and non-consensual deoxyribonucleic acid. You are permanently removed from your job as a cook, and you're sentenced to 5 years in prison without probation. Cops, take them away and bring in the next group.
Hey, what is going on here? Why are we brought here?
Yeah, I need to open the school, now, or else.
Shut up, both of you. You're all brought here because of your crimes. And how those crimes got you all in trouble. You're all arrested because I've seen all of your sins. Plankton, you're convicted of attempted universal domination, murder, mass kidnapping, abuse of power, harassment, gross negligence, and enforced cannibalism. What do you have to say for this matter?
This was all because of Eugene Krabs. Ever since we were kids, we worked together to make Krabby Patties, but instead, Eugene took the ingredients and made it into a formula. When all that happened, I've spent my whole life trying to steal the formula, and getting someone to steal it for me. But all the attempts failed, including controlling SpongeBob,
says the one who tried to steal the secret formula. Eugene had every right to do that, because you've decided on your own to ruin the recipe to make Krabby Patties. Not only that, you should realize that stealing the crown and making King Neptune freeze Eugene is theft, manipulation, and even murder. For shame, pity on you, Vicky. You are convicted of child abuse, attempted murder, torture, harassment, vandalism, starvation, animal cruelty, illegal use of weapons. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, as you may know, Timmy and Chloe are a bunch of naughty kids. I abuse them because they need to be taught a lesson for being bad and evil. I've even harassed them too. They deserved all that karma because, like I said, they need to be taught a strict lesson.
That was very insane of you to do that. You're supposed to be a babysitter for Timmy and Chloe, not an insane manslaughter. You've been abusing those kids secretively. You're the one being bad and evil because of how you're abusing those poor children. What is the matter with you? You are not to abuse them that way. Shame on you, Denzel Crocker. You are convicted of world domination, enslavement, theft, harassment, torture, child abuse, mass kidnapping, vandalism, and invasion. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, as you see, Timmy Turner is such a bad student. Ever since school started, he's been hiding his fairy godparents away from me. So I've been trying to destroy Timmy. And when Timmy won every fight against me, I've made plans to destroy and abuse Timmy, and bribe anyone who helped me destroy him.
Bullshit. You should realize that abusing Timmy Turner and trying to destroy him is against the law. And you said you would bribe anyone who destroyed him? That is very insane. To make matters worse, you even allowed child abuse in your school without letting the principal notice. You are the ugliest and the worst teacher ever. Charles Muntz. You are convicted of serial murder, arson, gross negligence, death threats, kidnapping, animal cruelty, assault and battery. What do you have to say for yourself?
It's all Carl's fault. If they hadn't interfered with my plan to bring the most rare and non-existent bird alive, I wouldn't be considered a villain. I fought Carl for the bird, and honestly, I never did any negligence at all, so you shouldn't charge me with.
Shut your damn mouth, Charles. You're convicted with negligence for tying a child to a chair and almost sending him to fall to his death. But thanks to Carl that saved him, so I call SpongeBob SquarePants and Eugene Krabs to the stand.
Thank you, Your Honor. So, Plankton, you good-for-nothing thief. I can't believe you would steal King Neptune's crown and blame it on me, and steal my secret formula. SpongeBob and I are very mad at you.
Yeah, you even controlled my brain back in 1999 to confiscate the secret formula. You sent someone to kill me and Patrick. How dare you so much? I hope you get live in prison.
That's all we have to say, Your Honor. I would adjudicate Plankton and the other villains guilty.
Lastly, I call Timmy Turner's parents to the stand.
Vicky and Denzel Crocker, we can't believe you would abuse our son and his friend Chloe. They are under 11 years old. We clearly wish Vicky wasn't our son's babysitter.
Yeah, I also heard that Vicky tried everything to abuse our son to death. And Mr. Crocker even tried to destroy him too. That was the worst thing you ever did.
Yeah, so, I hope the judge gives them the sentence worse than putting them to death. I wish their bodies are subjected to hanging from the gallows. That's all we have to say.
Well, it's time to hand out your sentences, because I adjudicate you all guilty. Neither of you have any remorse for what you did, and even tried to blame your crimes on others. Plankton, for attempted universal domination, murder, mass kidnapping, abuse of power, harassment, gross negligence, and enforced cannibalism. You are sentenced to 8 years in prison, and 4 months of probation. Vicky, for child abuse, attempted murder, torture, harassment, vandalism, starvation, animal cruelty, and even illegal use of weaponry. You are permanently removed from your job as a babysitter, and you are sentenced to 15 years in prison, and 9 months of probation. Denzel Crocker, for world domination, enslavement, theft, harassment, torture, child abuse, mass kidnapping, vandalism, and invasion. You are removed from your job as a teacher, for good, and you are sentenced to 20 years in prison, without probation. And finally, Charles Muntz, for serial murder, arson, gross negligence, death threats, kidnapping, animal cruelty, assault and battery. You are also removed from your job as an explorer and adventurer. And you're sentenced to 25 years in prison with no probation. Cops, get these handcuffed losers out of here and bring in the last two.
Hey, what the hell is going on? Why is Mario and Sonic next to the judge?
Oh, so this is the thanks we get for being villains.
Shut your ugly mouths, you ugly, fat-ass cows. You're both brought here because of your crimes. Mario and Sonic are here with me because I told them to sit here. Dr. Eggman. You are convicted of mass murder, terrorism, abuse of power, animal cruelty, enslavement, theft, destruction of property, sabotage and attempted domination. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, since 1993, Sonic has always been foiling my plans to take over the world. I've had it up to the height of this courthouse, so I've been planning all my life to kill him.
That was very insane of you to do that. You even tricked Knuckles into telling him that Sonic is trying to steal the Master Emerald, which results in him and Sonic fighting. Bowser, you're convicted of mass kidnapping, attempted mass marriage, theft, poaching, invasion, abuse of power, enslavement, pollution, and brainwashing. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I've had the same result as Eggman did. I was also taking over the world. But no thanks to Mario and Luigi that stopped me. So, I tried killing them. With traps and stuff.
Bowser, you cow-sized buffoon. What you don't understand is that you even forced Peach to marry you. She hates you so much with passion that she wishes you were dead. Hey Mario and Sonic, do you two have anything to say before I hand out their sentences?
Bowser, you big, fat-ass bastard that is so fat that people use you as a parade balloon. I can't believe you would force Peach to marry you. That's not how love works, you idiot. Luigi and I stopped you from taking over the world because you were gonna corrupt the entire planet and turn the entire galaxy evil. You're just jealous that Peach loves me, not you.
Eggman, Robotnik, how dare you trick Knuckles into thinking that I'm stealing the Master Emerald? I've told him otherwise, at least he trusts me. I can't believe you did that to me. I hope Bowser and Dr. Robotnik get the death sentence. Like, send them to hell. That's all we have to say, Your Honor.
I agree with Sonic. Bowser and Dr. Eggman, for mass kidnapping, attempted mass marriage, theft, poaching, invasion, abuse of power, enslavement, pollution, brainwashing, mass murder, terrorism, abuse of power, animal cruelty, enslavement, theft, destruction of property, sabotage and attempted domination. You both are sentenced to death. This means, you both will be sent to hell, and you'll burn until you become ash. Sent out the hell portal. Ugh, I can't stand those fat pigs. Hey everyone, Bowser and Eggman are dead.